All right, 40 ounce. Why don't you tell everybody where you're originally from?
I grew up, came into my own around Lacey, here on the east side, mainly in the Meadows. Hung out a lot around there. Hung out a little bit of ET, a little bit in Tanglewild every now and then. Kicked it out here on the east side for the most part, man.
As far as like, being in Lacey and coming up and growing up and all that shit, like what actually brought you into being in the music scene, like wanting to actually be a rap artist?
I've been wanting to rap since I heard rap. I was a kid about yay big, and my mom gave me an Ice-T power tape. I listened to that shit until I was old enough to buy my own damn music. That tape was so fucking worn out. But just ever listening to Ice-T and then venturing more into rap music, listening to Ice Cube, Mac 10, Dub C, MC8, Sibo, all that kind of shit.
It's like that West Coast shit.
Yeah, I just knew I wanted to rap, and then honestly, once Eminem became big and famous, I knew that it was possible for a white rapper to become an actual rapper and not just a gimmick.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about like being a white artist. Like, do you ever come across people like kind of doubting you, like before you walk up on a stage, or even if you like are sharing your music with somebody, do they kind of look at you a little sideways because you're white and they probably might not think you have any kind of skills?
Yeah, I saw that a lot when I first started. But nowadays, not so much anymore, man. Nobody really gives a shit anymore. But when I first started back in early 2000s, mid 2000s and shit, I couldn't get the time of day from someone else that wanted to do music, Everybody is just still doubting the white rapper, and then within the last decade or so, you've had, Eminem come back, Yellow Wolf, the hell's his name, Mac Miller, is that his name?
Oh yeah.
A bunch of just white rappers that came out and got big in the industry, not just stayed on the underground level like people like Haystack and shit like that. But yeah, they actually got out there in the mainstream and on the radio and on TV and everything, and it just really opened it up and kind of just broke down the barriers. I hate to say it, but it did.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about you already named some artists and stuff. Like what kind of stuff are you actually listening to that kind of gives you a little bit of inspiration as far as your music now?
I always stick with Ice Cube and Dub C. I'll listen to them till I'm dead. I hope they keep making music till they die. I don't give a shit. I'll buy them when they're 60. Hopsin, I've been listening to a lot of Hopsin lately.
Yeah.
Tech Nine, of course. Just about anything that comes out of strange music. Ritz, Chris Calico. I've been listening to a little bit of Snow the Product lately.
Yeah.
That's mainly it. I don't listen to a lot of the new shit, just because I can't stand the radio, man. If it comes on Pandora, though, that's normally what I venture out and actually look into the artist,
Yeah.
I hated on Kendrick Lamar for a while before I actually listened to him.
Me
too. I actually started listening to him, and I was like, damn, he can actually flow. I'm an idiot.
All right, so let's talk about your stuff, man. What kind of things can people look forward to when they listen to the type of music that you make?
I don't know, man. It's hard for me to describe. I make the music for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily make music for anyone else right now. I hope that people can hear my music and find something out of it. Veterans, military vets. I'm sure they'll be able to feel a lot of my music. If you're angry, I'm always making angry tracks just because it's my way to vent. Yeah, more so just the real side. I'm trying to get more into, I hate to use the phrase, but political rap. I'm trying to get more into that and more in the moment what's currently going on and actually try and make a difference in music. Maybe help people realize some things they're not seeing.
Yeah. Do you find yourself throughout the years of rapping and all that, being an artist, kind of coming from the street type of style to, do you think you matured a little bit and that makes you want to actually do something kind of meaningful with it?
Oh yeah, man. I first came out, it was all fuck this, fuck that, shoot this, shoot that. now it's, I'm trying to calm down a lot more. I mean, you're probably still gonna get some of that fuck this, fuck that from me. I'll damn near guarantee it, but it's not gonna be every song on my album's gonna be that, I'm gonna have a few of them like that, then I'm gonna have more of the more meaningful. It's just growing up, man. I just figured out, it's too short. Life's too short to be out here all mean all the time.
Yeah. You think that like being like angry and mean and all that kind of stuff, or having that type of an image, you think that like kind of like pushes people away so they don't like come and try to network or anything like that?
It'll one of two things. Either someone will see me and be like, oh, he's white, he's faking it, or they'll see me and be like, oh shit, if he comes in here, people are gonna get shot. That's not gonna happen. But yeah, that definitely kind of tarnishes the image a little bit, which is part of why I'm trying to get away from it. Not completely, but at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Just branch out a little more.
Yeah, you always gotta stay with your roots, but still like grow at the same time, right? Yeah. All right, so let's talk about your part in the G Up Army. I mean, we been doing things like for a really long time, and like as far as G Up is concerned, I mean, what are your thoughts on G Up Army right now?
Right now, we just gotta get together and get shit moving, but.
Because when it's cracking, it's cracking.
Oh, all the time, man.
We all got like different things in our lives that we got to deal with as far as like family and things like that. So, I mean, have you been working with Crimes lately?
I've been working with a little bit here and there. He just moved and everything, so he's trying to get his studio shit set back up. But yeah, definitely, he's working with me on my solo album coming up, West Coast Protege. I have no idea when that's gonna be released or anything, but.
Okay. Did he make some beats for that?
Oh, he'll probably be making 90% of the beats off of it, to be honest.
Nice.
Not to say I'm not always looking for more producers or stuff to make beats. It's just, it's family, man. I don't have to come with him with $100 and say, hey, man, I need a beat. It's when you make $100 off this song, then we all make it,
Yeah. Good. All right, so as far as that, you said it's called West Coast Protege?
Yeah, West Coast Protege. I've had that album title in my head since the day I first put pen to paper, man. It's just, I grew up listening to West Coast music, seeing the West Coast lifestyle and everything. It's made me who I am, so.
So you're a product of it, right?
Right.
Definitely. Awesome. All right, so when's that album dropping? Do you have like a date?
I would like to say at some point this year, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know. I'm going to take my time, make sure it's done right. It's my first, solo album, so I don't want to put something out there that's halfway done,
Yeah. Okay, and you're still like putting together mixtapes and all that stuff too?
Oh yeah, I'm always doing mixtapes. I got thousands upon thousands of just jack beats on my computer. I'm constantly doing mixtapes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just something for me to do in between working on album songs and everything, because it takes more to get original, exclusive beats as compared to just downloading some jack beats and saying, hey, here's some promotional shit,
Yeah, definitely. All right, is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I just...
Nah. All right, cool. All right, well, tell us where like people can like download your music and all that stuff.
Reverb Nation and SoundCloud. Just search 40 Ounce of the G Up Army. You can follow me on Twitter at 40 Ounce of the G Up Army.
Okay.
Facebook. I don't really do my Facebook page no more. So, yeah, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, and Twitter are the main spots.
Okay.